Hello there, hockey people. Welcome back or welcome to the channel. I'm Anthony DeGoy, and as we continue on with our season team previews, we are now at number 2, the Dallas Stars. After losing in the Western Conference Finals to Vegas, 4-2, the Dallas Stars entered last season hoping to, of course, reach the Stanley Cup Finals. But the same results awaited except for a different team. They lost in the Western Conference Finals again, 4-2, but this time to the Edmonton Oilers. So in the offseason, they did a little bit of retooling, but before we get to that, let's take a look back at last season. Dallas had 52 wins, 21 losses, 9 overtime losses for 113 points. They scored 298 and allowed 234. Dallas is a well-balanced team that is hard to play against. They got speed, they got size, they can score. Like, a very well-rounded team. Excuse me. When you got forwards like Jason Robertson, who in 82 games scored 29 goals, 51 assists, 80 points. We've seen more out of him, especially goal-wise. Let's see if he bounces back. Joe Pavelski, who has recently retired, appeared in 82 games, 27 goals, 40 assists, 67 points. He was just an ageless wonder. He can go score just like he did in his late 20s. Yeah, Rupert Hintz. Appeared in 80 games, 30 goals, 35 assists, 65 points. Wyatt Johnson appeared in 82 games, 65 points. Matt Duchene, who was signed in last season and then re-signed this offseason. He appeared in 80 games and got 65 points. Then you have longtime veterans like Jamie Benn, who is the captain, 82 games, 60 points, and Tyler Seguin, who appeared in 68 games and had 52 points. Forward-wise, they got a nice mixture of veterans, young players. Like I said, this team is well-balanced. The defense has been retooled a little bit. You still have mainstay Miro Heiskanen, who in 71 games had 9 goals, 45 assists for 54 points, and Nils Lundkvist, who in 59 games had 2 goals, 17 assists, 19 points. It's a nice little building block to go on. Like I said, defense was retooled. We'll get in that a little bit later. But on to the goaltending. Jake Oettinger is proving people wrong. He's had a rough patches here and there, but overall still, he's in the top 15 of goaltenders. He appeared in 54 games. He had 35 wins, 14 losses, 4 overtime losses, a 2.72 goals against average, a .905 save percentage to go along with 3 shutouts. He is definitely the future and has been for Dallas as far as goaltending. They'll change the backups, which they have, but he is definitely the starter. Then Scott Wedgwood, who is now since signed with Nashville. He appeared in 32 games, 16 wins, 7 losses, 5 overtime losses, a 2.85 goals against average, a .899 save percentage with 0 shutouts. Wedgwood has been a quality backup for Dallas. He really had a second part to his career with Dallas, and he'll hopefully bring the same thing to Nashville. But talking about departures of Wedgwood, let's get on to the other departures. We mentioned Wedgwood and Pavelski. Ryan Sutter has also been bought out, or has been bought out. He appeared in 82 games last year, 2 goals, 15 assists, 17 points. I believe he's the first player in NHL history to still be playing and have been bought out 2 times, and it's being paid for both of them. One for Minnesota, and now for Dallas, and now he's in St. Louis. And then he had trade deadline pick up Chris Tanev He has gone off and signed with Toronto. In 56 games with Calgary, he had 1 goal, 13 assists for 14 points. And in 19 games for Dallas, he had a goal, 4 assists for 5 points. He was a quality block shot and stay-at-home defenseman. Wish him all the best of luck in Toronto. And as for the additions, this is where the retooling of the defense comes in. They bring in Brandon Smith from New Jersey, who appeared in 63 games, 5 goals, 10 assists, 15 points. He's going to be a quality player for Dallas. They also brought in Matt Dumba, who played for both Arizona and Tampa Bay last year. For Arizona, he appeared in 58 games, 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points. And for Tampa, 18 games, 0 goals, 2 assists, 2 points. Not quite as offensive as he was a couple years ago, but can still be a quality stay-at-home defenseman. He has some lapses, but for the most part, bottom pairing defenseman. Then you have Eli Lyubushkin, who played for both Edmonton and Toronto last year. In 55 games for Anaheim, he has 0 goals, 4 assists for 4 points. And in 19 games for Toronto, 0 goals, 4 assists for 4 points. Another stay-at-home minded defenseman. Probably what Dallas needs. They've had a couple good, some good puck moving defensemen, but they need some stay-home ones. And they brought in Casey DeSmith, who played last year in Vancouver. In 29 games, he had 12 wins, 9 losses, 6 overtime losses, a 2.89 goals against average, a .895 save percentage, and 1 shutout. He will fill in for Scott Wedgwood and should do a good job. But the additions, I really liked the Brendan Smith. As a Dallas fan, I wasn't a big fan of him, but last year he really showed me what type of player he is. He's a really good stay-at-home defenseman, and he can play forward, and he's pretty good at it. So he's a well-rounded player that Dallas fans should enjoy. They still have one RFA that's still not signed, defenseman Thomas Harley, who in 79 games had 15 goals, 32 assists, 47 points. And that's pretty much the only person they have to sign, and they have cap space. They have $6.2 million in cap space, so they should better get Harley resigned. They have 3 roster spots to open. They have a first-round pick in this year's draft, no second-round picks, and they have all 3 retention spots. Dallas is going to what I feel is a must-win year. Next offseason, a number of very key players' contracts are up. So I feel that this year is Dallas's must-win year. And they have a shot, just as much as Edmonton has a shot. It's going to be, in my opinion, between Dallas and Edmonton as which West team plays in this Stanley Cup final. So, tell me what your opinions are of the Dallas Stars and what they're doing in the upcoming season down below in the comments. And if you're enjoying the content we are producing here on the channel, please subscribe and like our videos. And also, please follow us on TikTok at Anthony.the.goalie. And as always, thank you for watching and all the support. And I'll talk to you then.